to this guided meditation for lucid dream induction, a sleep story designed to help you gently unlock the boundless potential of your subconscious mind and drift into a realm of serene, conscious dreaming. As you settle into your chosen space, allowing your body to find its perfect posture of ease and comfort, whether you are lying down or sitting upright, feel the comforting embrace of the surface beneath you. Notice the subtle give, the gentle support that holds you securely, inviting every single muscle to begin its beautiful journey of letting go. With each passing moment, allow your awareness to drift softly upwards, like a delicate wisp of cloud floating towards the clear sky, until it rests lightly upon the very crown of your head, the highest point of your physical being. Feel a gentle, almost imperceptible warmth begin to bloom just there, a subtle softening sensation that spreads like a wave of pure tranquility. Imagine this warmth as a luminous, calming energy starting at the very top of your skull, beginning to release any lingering tightness, any small pockets of tension you might unknowingly be holding within the delicate muscles and tissues of your scalp. Feel them softening, easing, becoming wonderfully pliable, as if dissolving into a state of profound peace. This gentle loosening spreads effortlessly downward across the smooth expanse of your forehead, smoothing away any lines of worry, any creases of thought that might have gathered there throughout your day. Feel the skin becoming utterly soft, perfectly smooth, yielding completely to this exquisite sensation of calm. Allow this soothing wave of warmth to flow onward, descending with graceful slowness, melting around your temples, releasing all the tiny, intricate muscles that reside there. Feel them becoming wonderfully slack, utterly relaxed, surrendering fully. The warmth then cascades gently over your eyelids, those delicate shields that protect your precious sight. Feel them becoming incredibly heavy, soft, and still, as if they are settling deeper into their natural resting place, sealing away the outside world with a tender embrace. Your eyes themselves feel wonderfully calm, deeply soothed, resting effortlessly within their sockets, free from any strain or effort. And now, the warmth continues its tender descent, flowing softly across the delicate skin of your cheeks, allowing them to relax, to soften, to feel wonderfully pliable and at ease. This beautiful sensation continues its tranquil journey, moving with exquisite slowness into your jaw. For many of us, this is a place where we unconsciously hold so much unspoken tension, so many unexpressed thoughts. Feel the powerful muscles around your jaw begin to soften, to loosen, to gently release their grip. Your teeth may naturally part ever so slightly, creating a tiny, serene space between them as your tongue rests comfortably and effortlessly in your mouth. Notice the complete absence of effort, the delightful sensation of letting go. The warmth now embraces your entire mouth, softening your lips, releasing any tension there, allowing them to rest in a completely natural, relaxed expression. Your face is now a canvas of absolute peace, utterly serene, wonderfully calm. Allow this profound sense of relaxation to continue its downward flow, a gentle cascade into your neck, that vital bridge between your mind and your body. Feel the powerful muscles in your neck beginning to soften, to lengthen, releasing any stiffness or rigidity. Imagine them becoming wonderfully fluid, wonderfully free, supporting your head with effortless grace, no longer burdened by the day's demands. This exquisite release then spreads across the broad expanse of your shoulders, inviting them to drop, to sink, to surrender any weight, any responsibility, any burdens they might have been carrying. Feel them melting downwards, away from your ears, creating a feeling of spaciousness and lightness. Your shoulders feel wonderfully heavy, yet perfectly free, utterly at ease. The wave of calming energy now moves along your upper arms, flowing with serene slowness, softening all the muscles, releasing any stored tension. Feel your biceps and triceps growing wonderfully pliable, deeply relaxed, heavy yet unburdened. This soothing sensation continues its journey down into your elbows, then into your forearms, feeling every fiber, every strand of muscle, every tendon and ligament becoming completely slack, completely at ease. Feel the gentle warmth permeating deeply, moving all the way down into your wrists, inviting them to soften, to loosen, to release any gripping or holding. They feel wonderfully flexible, utterly free. And now, this tranquil energy flows into your hands, those remarkable instruments of your conscious will. Feel them softening, easing, becoming beautifully heavy, resting gently wherever they are placed. Notice each finger, one by one, beginning to soften, to lengthen, to feel wonderfully relaxed. Your thumbs, your index fingers, your middle fingers, your ring fingers, your pinky fingers, all releasing, all letting go, all surrendering to this profound wave of peace. Feel the tips of your fingers becoming subtly warm, tingling ever so slightly, a gentle indication of the deep relaxation spreading throughout your entire being. There is nothing left for your hands to do, nothing left for them to hold. They are simply resting, beautifully at ease. Now, bring your gentle awareness to the natural, effortless rhythm of your own breathing. There is nothing for you to do, nothing to control, nothing to change. Simply observe. Notice the gentle, rhythmic rise and fall of your chest, the soft expansion and contraction of your abdomen, each slow, comforting inhale and each long, tranquil exhale, feel the air as it very gently enters your body, cool and refreshing, bringing with it a sense of renewal. And feel the air as it slowly, softly leaves your body, warm and peaceful, carrying away with it any last vestiges of tension or concern. Each breath is a soft wave, gently washing over you, deepening your sense of calm, carrying you further and further into this beautiful state of relaxation. Allow this deeply soothing warmth to now spread through your chest, softening all the muscles around your ribs, releasing any tightness, any constriction. Feel your chest becoming wonderfully open, wonderfully free, allowing your breath to flow with absolute ease and grace. This warmth continues to flow across your upper back, releasing all the muscles between your shoulder blades, inviting them to melt, to spread, to soften. Feel any knots of tension gently unraveling, dissolving completely, leaving behind only a sense of spaciousness and profound release. The warmth then spreads to your abdomen, releasing all the muscles there, inviting your belly to become wonderfully soft, wonderfully pliable, effortlessly moving with the gentle rhythm of your breath. Feel your internal organs resting comfortably, completely at ease, in perfect harmony. The wave of profound relaxation now moves into your lower back, a common repository for daily stress and strain. Feel the powerful muscles here beginning to soften, to lengthen, to release their grip. Imagine them becoming wonderfully supple, wonderfully free, supporting you with effortless strength, no longer burdened. This beautiful sensation cascades into your hips, inviting them to open, to release any holding, any stiffness. Feel your hips becoming wonderfully heavy, sinking deeper into the surface beneath you, completely supported, completely at ease. Now, allow this soothing warmth to flow down into your thighs, those strong, supportive muscles. Feel them softening, easing, becoming wonderfully pliable, releasing any lingering tension, any stored energy. They feel beautifully heavy, completely relaxed. This tranquil wave continues its journey, flowing into your knees, those remarkable joints that carry you through life. Feel them softening, loosening, becoming wonderfully flexible, utterly free from any stiffness or discomfort. The warmth then moves into your calves, melting away any tightness, any residual tension, allowing them to become wonderfully soft, wonderfully relaxed. And now, this exquisite sensation of peace flows down into your ankles, inviting them to soften, to loosen, to release any gripping or holding. They feel wonderfully flexible, wonderfully free. And finally, this entire wave of profound relaxation embraces your feet, those foundations that connect you to the earth. Feel them softening, easing, becoming wonderfully pliable, utterly relaxed. Notice each toe, one by one, releasing, letting go, surrendering completely to this deep wave of peace. Your big toes, your second toes, your middle toes, your fourth toes, your tiny pinky toes, all softening, all lengthening, all feeling wonderfully relaxed. Your entire body now feels exquisitely heavy, yet wonderfully light, utterly serene, deeply at ease. Imagine your body as a beautiful, soft cloud, floating gently, peacefully. We will now take another slow, conscious pass, inviting any remaining speck of tension, any tiny whisper of tightness to dissolve completely. Bring your awareness back to the crown of your head, feeling the softness spreading, deepening, flowing down through your forehead, your temples, your eyelids, your cheeks, your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, allowing them to melt further downwards, releasing all effort. Feel your arms, your hands, your fingers, sinking deeper into this ocean of calm. Your chest, your back, your abdomen, all wonderfully soft, wonderfully pliable, breathing with effortless grace. Your hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, your feet, your toes, all profoundly relaxed, heavy and utterly at ease. With each soft, gentle inhale, feel a profound sense of inner peace expanding within you, filling every cell of your being. And with each long, tranquil exhale, feel yourself sinking deeper, ever deeper, into a state of exquisite calm, a beautiful surrender. There is nothing to do, nowhere to go, just this moment of perfect rest, this perfect stillness. Now, as you continue to float effortlessly, gently aware of your soft, natural breathing, I invite you to imagine a beautiful, softly lit spiral staircase materializing just before you, bathed in a gentle, warm, golden light. This is no ordinary staircase. It is crafted from a smooth, polished, dark wood that feels wonderfully cool and comforting beneath your bare feet if you choose to step upon it. The banister, a delicate filigree of wrought iron, glows with a faint, internal luminescence, guiding your path downwards. Each step is wide, inviting, and feels incredibly stable, incredibly safe. You feel a gentle, almost imperceptible invitation to take your first step down, not as an effort, but as a graceful descent into deeper relaxation. As you place your foot upon the very first step, notice the subtle coolness of the polished wood against your skin, a comforting contrast to the warmth that now permeates your entire body. The air around you feels deliciously soft, perhaps carrying a faint, sweet scent, like distant jasmine mingled with the freshness of a gentle rain. With each deliberate, unhurried step downwards, you feel yourself drifting deeper into a profound state of peace, softer and more serene with every turn of the elegant spiral. You take your second step, your third, feeling the gentle downward motion, the subtle shift in equilibrium that only adds to your sense of tranquil surrender. The golden light seems to deepen slightly, becoming richer, more amber, bathing the surroundings in a warm, ethereal glow. The sounds of the outside world, if there were any, begin to gently recede, growing softer, more distant, like murmurs from a forgotten shore. All that remains is the soft, rhythmic presence of your own breath, a comforting companion on this beautiful journey. As you gracefully descend further, step by slow, deliberate step, notice the intricate carvings on the wooden panels that line the inner wall of the staircase, revealing patterns that seem to flow and shift, hinting at ancient stories, long forgotten wisdom. Each carving is a masterpiece of detail, inviting your subconscious mind to absorb beauty, to embrace serenity. You feel your body growing wonderfully heavy, wonderfully soft, sinking deeper into the plush comfort that surrounds you, as if the very air itself is holding you in a gentle embrace. The sense of peace intensifies with every single movement downwards. With each turn of the spiral, the world above fades a little more, and the world below, a realm of pure tranquility, beckons with ever-increasing allure. The light now shimmers with a soft, iridescent quality, like moonlight filtering through crystalline leaves, casting gentle, dancing shadows that seem to welcome you home. You are completely safe here, completely cherished, completely held. This descent is not just a physical journey, but a journey inward, deeper into the vast and beautiful landscape of your own inner self. You continue to descend gracefully, effortlessly, allowing your entire being to release, to surrender. Each step is a release, each breath a deepening. You might notice the subtle shift in the ambient temperature, a gentle coolness that soothes your skin, refreshing and invigorating, yet without disturbing your deep relaxation. The air itself feels more alive, more vibrant, almost as if it is humming with a gentle, unseen energy. As you near the bottom of this magnificent spiral staircase, you perceive a threshold, a gateway softly illuminated by a radiant, luminescent glow, a soft, inviting portal into a realm of pure potential. This is not an ending, but a gentle transition, a seamless flow from deep relaxation into the awakening consciousness of your dream state. You arrive at the final step, feeling utterly grounded, utterly present, yet wonderfully ethereal. Now, as your physical body rests in profound stillness, your conscious awareness begins to gently unfurl, like the delicate petals of a night-blooming flower. You are preparing to step across this threshold, ready to enter a beautiful dreamscape, a world where your mind, is the architect, your intention the guiding force, and your imagination the very fabric of reality. You are about to become lucid, to awaken within your dream, to recognize that you are dreaming, and to navigate this wondrous realm with complete awareness and joyful control. As you float towards this luminous gateway, allow your awareness to gently focus on your hands. Just imagine them, perhaps shimmering slightly, perhaps changing in color or form. Notice the intricate lines and patterns on your palms, the subtle shift and shimmer they might display as you observe them with intention. This simple act of observation, of noticing the extraordinary within the seemingly ordinary, is a key to unlocking the doors of your lucid dream. You are simply noticing, simply observing, accepting the gentle transformations. Remind yourself, with a quiet inner knowing, that you are the master of this realm. Within this dream, your thoughts are direct commands. Your intentions are creative forces. There is an infinite wellspring of power within you, waiting to be expressed, waiting to shape the very essence of your experience. As you step through this shimmering gateway, allow that inner certainty to expand, filling your entire being. You are about to enter a world where your desires manifest, where your questions find their answers, and where your spirit can explore without limits. Imagine now, as you pass through that luminous threshold, a soft, ethereal mist begins to swirl around you, carrying with it a scent unlike any you have ever encountered. This is the aroma of the myco-oceanic currents, an impossible fusion of fragrances that instantly transports you. You breathe it in deeply, calmly, allowing its unique essence to permeate your very being. It carries the unmistakable freshness of oceanic spray, as if you are standing at the edge of a vast, tranquil sea, feeling the cool, invigorating mist upon your skin, the subtle tang of salt mingling with the air. But this is mingled with something far older, far deeper, the earthy sweetness of primordial moss, a rich, verdant scent that evokes ancient forests and the gentle decay of time, a feeling of deep, grounding connection to the earth's timeless cycles. And weaving through these layers, a subtle metallic ozone scent, sharp and clean, yet wonderfully soft, like the distant whisper of starlight, a faint electrical charge that hums with cosmic energy, hinting at vast, unknowable distances and the intricate dance of galaxies. This combination is exquisitely calming, yet subtly stimulating, gently inviting your senses to awaken within this new, wondrous reality. You find yourself now within a magnificent, deeply serene space, one of the whispering crystal sanctuaries. It is a breathtaking geodesic structure, crafted with impossible precision from countless interlocking light crystals. These crystals are not inert, but alive, pulsing with a soft, internal luminescence that bathes the sanctuary in a shifting palette of gentle colors. Sometimes the space feels incredibly vast, stretching upwards into what seems like a cosmic cathedral, its crystalline facets reflecting distant nebulae and soft, swirling galaxies that are not truly there, but are felt, seen through the mind's eye. At other moments, as your focus shifts, the same space feels intimately personal, shrinking to become a cozy, protective chamber, precisely tailored to your immediate sense of purpose, responding to your internal landscape with gentle grace. The crystal facets themselves are mesmerizing. Some are smooth and translucent, allowing the lumina ocean light to filter through in soft, diffused patterns that dance upon the fungal roots below. Others are opalescent, catching the light and breaking it into 1,000 tiny rainbows, shimmering and moving with an almost liquid quality. There are facets that seem to absorb the light, drawing it inward, creating pools of gentle shadow that offer deep sanctuary. As your gaze drifts, you might notice the subtle textures within the crystals themselves, faint internal lines, tiny inclusions that catch the light and glint like captured stars. The surfaces feel cool to the touch if you were to reach out, yet they emanate a subtle internal warmth, a living energy that resonates deeply within your own core. A soft, resonant hum, almost too low to hear, yet deeply felt, permeates the air. This is the whispering of the crystals themselves, a gentle, harmonic vibration that speaks of ancient knowledge, of timeless cycles, of the very mythic weave of the lumina-crystalline myco-ocean. This soft sound echoes within your being, creating a profound sense of peace and belonging. It is a sound that comforts, that cradles, that invites you to listen not just with your ears, but with the very core of your soul. The air here is perfectly still, yet it carries the lightest, most refreshing currents, caressing your skin with a delicate touch, as if the sanctuary itself is breathing gently around you. As you absorb this incredible vision, your internal monologue expands, acknowledging the profound beauty and the impossible nature of this place. How can something be both a vast cathedral and an intimate chamber at once? You might wonder, a soft thought arising in the landscape of your mind. This is truly a place beyond ordinary understanding, a testament to the mind's capacity for creation. And a gentle affirmation rises with it. In this dream, all things are possible, and I am safe to explore every shifting wonder. Beneath the intricate crystal structures, you perceive the vast, living network of fungal roots, luminous and vibrant, forming the very foundation of this sanctuary. These are not merely roots, but arteries of light, pulsating with a soft, bioluminescent glow, weaving an intricate tapestry that supports the crystals above. They are deeply embedded in a soft, fertile substrate, radiating a gentle warmth that counteracts the coolness of the crystal, creating a perfectly balanced environment. The roots themselves are thick and sinuous, some as wide as ancient tree trunks, others as delicate as glowing threads. They intertwine, creating natural pathways and soft, undulating mounds, covered in a velvety, phosphorescent moss that glows with a subtle inner light, inviting you to rest upon its soft surface. As your gaze follows these glowing roots, you begin to perceive the shimmering presence of the luminocrystalline micro-ocean itself, not as a separate body of water, but as an integral, flowing component of this living, breathing ecosystem. It courses through veins and channels within and around the fungal roots, a slow, viscous current of liquid light, imbued with crystalline particles that catch and refract the internal glows of the roots and the crystals above. This is a living ocean, a conscious medium that flows with a slow, deliberate grace, sustaining the entire ecosystem. Its surface shimmers with an almost oily sheen, reflecting the subtle shifts in the sanctuary's light, creating mesmerizing, kaleidoscopic patterns that dance upon its depths. This crystalloceanic symbiosis is everywhere, a visible and palpable connection. You see how the luminocrystalline micro-ocean seems to nourish the roots, allowing them to glow and thrive. And in turn, the roots seem to filter and energize the currents, sending pulses of light and vitality back into the luminous liquid. It is a perfect, ancient dance of interconnectedness, a silent testament to the balance of this subterranean world. A gentle, almost imperceptible current moves the lumino-ocean, creating subtle eddies and swirls that reveal more layers of its shimmering depths. The overall impression is one of profound age, of a system that has existed for eons, perhaps witnessing countless epochs rise and fall. As you observe the meticulous integration of these elements, a subtle, almost cynical undertone about the ephemeral nature of all grand designs might surface in the ambient awareness of the sanctuary itself. An echo of ancient observers who witnessed the rise and eventual decline of many magnificent civilizations that once tried to harness this power. It's not a personal cynicism directed at you, but a quiet, detached observation woven into the very fabric of the old world. A sense that even the most wondrous creations eventually face the tests of time and change. Another grand design, another fleeting dream, the ancient crystals might seem to whisper, a gentle reminder of the impermanence of all things. Yet, within this thought lies an invitation for you to experience a more enduring form of creation. You find your gaze drawn to the very currents of the lumina-crystalline myco-ocean. Here, drifting with serene slowness, are the epical light spores. They are tiny, incredibly delicate, glowing fungal spores, each no larger than a mote of dust, yet each pulsing with its own faint, independent light. They drift in languid, graceful spirals within the luminous currents, catching the light and scattering it in a dazzling, yet utterly calming display. They move as if guided by an unseen choreographer, their dance slow and deliberate, a cosmic ballet in miniature. As you focus your intention, a gentle thought forms in your mind. I wish to understand. And in response to this unspoken query, you notice a subtle shift in the nearest cluster of light spores. They seem to pause their drift ever so slightly, and with a soft, almost imperceptible magnetism, they begin to coalesce. They draw together slowly, deliberately, forming a luminous cloud that begins to take on a more defined shape, responding directly to the quiet request of your conscious mind. This is not a forceful act, but a gentle invitation, a receptive awareness that allows the dream to respond to your deepest questions. The light spores continue to gather, their individual glows merging into a single, shimmering canvas of light. And then, as if painted by an invisible hand, ephemeral mini-narratives or visual messages begin to form within this glowing cloud. These are not static images, but rather flowing, dreamlike sequences, symbols, and abstract forms that dance and shift, telling a story, offering an insight directly related to your current life questions, perhaps about purpose or connection, or finding inner peace. They are not direct answers, but rather evocative metaphors, shimmering suggestions that resonate deeply with your subconscious wisdom. You observe them, allowing their subtle meaning to unfold within you, feeling a quiet sense of profound understanding beginning to blossom. The air around you continues to carry that impossible, beautiful scent. The crisp, vital freshness of the ocean, grounding and ancient earthiness of moss, and the electrifying, distant starlight of ozone, all blending into a symphony of aromas that further grounds you in this extraordinary reality, even as it beckons you to explore its impossible nature. You might feel a soft impulse to move, to explore this wondrous sanctuary. As you gently shift your weight, perhaps taking a step forward, notice the incredible lightness of your being. Your movement is fluid, effortless, almost as if you are gliding. The floor beneath your feet, formed by the glowing, velvety moss covering the fungal roots feels wonderfully soft and resilient, yielding gently with each movement, yet providing a firm, supportive foundation. There is no friction, no strain, only perfect ease. As you take another step, your gaze falls upon your hands once more. With a quiet curiosity, you observe them. They shimmer subtly, the outlines of your fingers softening and then sharpening, the lines on your palms seeming to shift and flow like tiny riverbeds, deepening and then fading, then reappearing in new configurations. This is a gentle reminder, a beautiful cue that you are indeed dreaming, that this world is a malleable reflection of your consciousness. I am dreaming, a soft, empowering thought echoes in your mind, solidifying your lucidity, not with a jolt, but with a profound sense of peaceful recognition. And in this dream, I am fully aware, fully present. Nearby, you notice a low, intricately carved crystalline altar, pulsating with a soft, internal amethyst glow. Upon its surface rests what appears to be an ancient timepiece. It is crafted from a dark, smooth crystal, its face a mesmerizing swirl of iridescent light without conventional hands. Instead, arcane symbols and delicate glyphs float and shift within its luminous surface. You gently bring your attention to this timepiece. As you observe it, a gentle curiosity arises, and you watch as the symbols dance and change before your very eyes, not adhering to any linear progression of time, but instead reflecting the essence of your focus, swirling, merging, then parting, creating new, impossible configurations. This is another graceful whisper from the dream, a subtle acknowledgement of your lucid awareness, reminding you that time itself is a concept, a fluid aspect of this boundless realm. You feel a profound sense of empowerment growing within you, a quiet confidence that emanates from the core of your being. You are not merely an observer here, you are a participant, a co-creator in this luminous, living story. This is your sanctuary, a place where your every intention matters, where your innermost wisdom is reflected back to you with gentle clarity. The air around you feels filled with potential, shimmering with unspoken invitations. As you gently turn your attention back to the luminous currents of the Myco-ocean, you notice a shimmering feather, delicate and iridescent, beginning to materialize slowly, effortlessly, just beyond your reach. It is not falling, nor is it rising, but simply hanging suspended in the gentle, luminescent flow. Its hues are exquisite, shifting from soft, pearlescent white to vibrant sapphire, then to a deep emerald green, reflecting the internal light of the sanctuary. With your mind alone, with the softest whisper of intention, you guide it. Feel a gentle surge of energy a warm current of power emanating from your core, and watch as the feather responds, effortlessly rising higher, then drifting gracefully to the left, then softly descending, dancing to the silent symphony of your will. This act is as natural as breathing, a seamless extension of your conscious awareness into the fabric of the dream. The walls of the whispering crystal sanctuary, crafted from interlocking light crystals, seem to breathe with a slow, deliberate rhythm, their vastness and intimacy shifting in subtle response to your deepening sense of purpose. As you allow your gaze to drift along one particularly intricate facet, you notice a doorway, previously unseen, begin to shimmer into existence. It is not a solid, heavy door, but a frame of swirling light, inviting you to pass through. You decide, with a quiet sense of adventure, to step towards it. As you approach, you might catch a glimpse of what lies beyond, perhaps a lush, glowing cavern. Yet, as you take a moment, glance away, and then look back, the doorway shimmers again, and the glimpse beyond shifts, perhaps revealing a serene pool of liquid light, or a chamber filled with ancient, glowing scrolls. This delightful inconsistency is simply another aspect of the dream's playful nature, confirming your lucidity and empowering your choice. You choose a doorway that beckons to you most strongly, feeling a pull towards a particular vision. And as you pass through its luminous frame, the transition is seamless, like stepping through air. You find yourself in a chamber, still within the larger sanctuary structure, but distinct. This chamber is circular, its walls formed from smaller, intricately carved crystals that hum with a slightly higher pitch, a chorus of gentle resonance. In the center of this chamber, a delicate flower begins to appear, slowly unfurling its luminous petals before your very eyes. It is unlike any flower you have ever seen, crafted from pure light, its petals translucent and glowing with an inner radiance. Its color is a soft, warm amber, slowly transitioning to a gentle rose. You focus your intention, a gentle wish for it to bloom larger, to become more vibrant, and feel the subtle surge of creative power within you. Watch as the flower responds, its petals expanding, its colors deepening, becoming exquisitely rich and profound, its light intensifying, filling the chamber with a warm, nurturing glow. This is your power, effortlessly expressed, wonderfully real within this space. The aroma of the myco-oceanic currents here is subtly different. Perhaps the earthy sweetness of the primordial moss is more pronounced, grounding you deeply, allowing you to feel completely at ease, completely safe in this personal space. The air is still, yet alive, carrying the faintest whispers of the crystals, a lullaby of ancient wisdom. As you softly gaze at the magnificent flower, a profound sense of self-worth washes over you, a gentle affirmation. I am worthy of this beauty, worthy of this creation, and I hold immense power within me. Surrounding this beautiful, blooming flower are several crystalline stones, smooth and polished, each glowing with its own distinct, soft luminescence. They are arranged in a gentle circle, radiating a calm, inviting energy. Some pulse with a deep azure, others with a soft, warm green, and still others with a vibrant, gentle violet. You choose one not with your hand, but with your thoughts, with a gentle, silent intention. You are drawn to the soft, azure stone, feeling a connection to its tranquil energy. As your focus settles upon it, you feel it grow warm. A gentle, comforting heat emanating from its core, radiating outward, directly in response to your conscious attention. This stone, like all things here, is attuned to you, a living extension of your dream, reflecting your inner state and power. As you allow your consciousness to fully embrace this moment, surrounded by the soft glow of the crystals, the comforting warmth of the stone, and the exquisite fragrance of the Miko Ocean, you feel a profound sense of peace settling deeper and deeper into your being. You are completely safe, completely supported, completely loved. The world around you is your creation, a reflection of your innermost desires and dreams. The very air seems to hold you gently, cradling you in a timeless embrace, inviting you to simply exist, to simply be, to simply dream along with this unfolding narrative, allowing every detail to deepen your rest, every image to lull you into a profoundly peaceful sleep, where the story continues to gently unfold in the vast, boundless canvas of your inner world, guiding you towards deep, restorative rest and the most beautiful, illuminating dreams, guiding you towards deep, restorative rest and the most beautiful, illuminating dreams. As your gentle awareness continues to rest upon the azure crystalline stone, feeling its subtle, comforting warmth permeating your being, you notice how this exquisite heat doesn't simply touch your skin, but seems to flow inward, a gentle, invisible current that bathes your very essence. It's not an intense, burning warmth, but rather a soft, deeply pervasive glow, like sunlight filtering through calm, clear water, infusing every fiber of your dream body with a sense of profound tranquility and energetic renewal. This warmth, originating from the stone's luminous core, expands slowly, deliberately, radiating outwards in a perfect, harmonious circle, reaching your ethereal fingertips and toes, reminding you of the boundless energetic potential that resides within this dreamscape. You might feel a subtle, almost imperceptible pulsation, a gentle thrumming that resonates with the deep, slow rhythm of your own heart, now beating in perfect synchronicity with the ancient energy of the sanctuary itself. An internal thought gently unfurls. This warmth is so deeply comforting, so incredibly grounding. It feels like a silent conversation, a dialogue between my conscious self and the ancient wisdom held within this crystal. And with that thought, a gentle, reassuring affirmation blossoms within you. I am open to receiving all the healing, all the insights, and all the profound peace that this wondrous realm so generously offers. Knowing that I am utterly safe and beautifully supported in every single moment. The soft azure glow of the stone, a color reminiscent of the deepest, most serene ocean depths, gently intertwines with the warmer amber and rose hues emanating from the luminous flower in the center of the chamber. These lights don't clash, but rather blend and merge, creating a soft, ethereal dance of color upon the crystalline walls, painting the space in an ever-shifting palette of tranquil beauty. You perceive subtle shadows, not harsh or dark, but soft, elongated forms that seem to breathe and undulate with the gentle pulses of light, adding a layer of depth and mystery to the intimate space. The faint, harmonic hum of the surrounding crystals, which you now recognize as a unique melody for this particular chamber, seems to deepen slightly, becoming a more resonant, cradling vibration, a sound that vibrates not just in your ears, but through the very core of your dream body, settling you deeper into a state of profound peace. And the impossible aroma of the myco-oceanic currents, that intricate fusion of crisp oceanic spray, ancient, earthy moss, and the clean, distant whisper of starlight, now seems to subtly shift, becoming even more pronounced with the grounding sweetness of the moss, as if acknowledging your deepening connection to the earth's timeless cycles, creating a delicious scent that is both utterly unique and deeply familiar, a true fragrance of home within this extraordinary reality. As you allow your awareness to gently drift from the azure stone, you feel a soft, almost magnetic pull towards the luminous flower at the chamber's heart. It's not a forceful urge, but a delicate, inviting current, like a gentle breeze guiding a feather. You consciously formulate the intention. I wish to approach this beautiful flower, to explore its unique essence more closely. Instantly, your dream body responds with an exquisite lightness, a feeling of effortless buoyancy. You perceive a subtle energetic shift within your core, a gentle expansion, as if preparing for graceful motion. Then, with an almost imperceptible lean, you begin to move. Your form, ethereal and wonderfully pliable, glides smoothly over the velvety, phosphorescent moss that carpets the chamber floor. Each step, if it can even be called that, is more like a soft, silent drift, your dream feet making no sound, feeling only the yielding, resilient softness of the moss beneath them, a cool yet comforting texture that adapts perfectly to your weightless presence. The glowing filaments of the moss seem to part, and then gently rejoin as you pass, creating a mesmerizing ripple of light that follows your silent journey. As you draw nearer to the radiant flower, its light intensifies, becoming even more vibrant, more exquisitely beautiful. The petals, translucent and crafted from pure light, now reveal astonishing layers of intricate detail previously unseen. You notice faint, ethereal veins coursing through their luminous structure, carrying shimmering currents of amber and rose light, like tiny rivers of liquid starlight. Each petal seems to hold within it a miniature cosmos, reflecting and refracting the ambient light of the chamber in an endlessly captivating display. The edges of the petals, which once seemed smooth, now reveal a delicate, almost feathered texture, constantly shifting and shimmering, as if breathing with a slow, gentle pulse. A soft, sweet fragrance, distinctly floral, yet utterly unlike any earthly bloom, begins to emanate from the flower itself, mingling gracefully with the myco-oceanic scent, adding another layer of sublime sensory delight to the chamber. This new aroma is light and ethereal, a whisper of pure, dream-born sweetness that calms and uplifts simultaneously. An internal thought surfaces, filled with wonder. This flower is a living masterpiece, a testament to the sheer, unbounded artistry of this dream realm and of my own subconscious mind. You feel a surge of profound gratitude, a gentle hum of appreciation resonating through your dream body. And with it, a comforting affirmation rises. In this sacred space, every creation is a reflection of my deepest beauty, every wonder a mirror to my own limitless potential. I am the artist, the observer, and the canvas, all at once. You reach out your dream hand, not with an abrupt motion, but with graceful slowness, your fingers extending towards a particularly vibrant petal. As your ethereal fingertips draw close, you anticipate a tactile sensation, and the dream world obliges. You feel a sensation both ethereal and distinct. The petal is not solid, yet it has substance, a cool, incredibly smooth texture like polished crystal. Yet it yields with the softness of dew-kissed silk. It feels alive, subtly vibrating with the flower's inner light, a gentle pulse that travels through your fingertips and up your arm, a pure, energetic connection. As your touch lingers, you notice another subtle shift within the flower. Its internal luminescence seems to deepen, and the soft amber and rose hues begin to swirl, creating a gentle vortex of color within its heart. And then, from the very center of the bloom, a tiny, almost imperceptible point of light detaches itself, rising slowly, majestically, like a delicate bubble of shimmering light. It floats upwards, hovering just above the flower, then gently drifts towards you, drawn by the quiet intention of your curiosity. This is an ephemeral luminous seed, a tiny repository of dream wisdom. It is spherical, perhaps the size of a single pearl, yet it pulses with a complex, iridescent glow, reflecting all the colors of the sanctuary in miniature. You gently extend your other hand, inviting the luminous seed to rest upon your open palm. As it settles, it feels weightless, yet undeniably present, radiating a soft, cool energy that contrasts beautifully with the warmth from the azure stone still resonating within your being. Upon your palm, the luminous seed begins to gently pulsate, its internal light shimmering with increasing intensity. And then, as if in slow motion, it begins to unfurl, not into a new flower, but into a holographic projection of pure light. This projection depicts a series of fleeting images, dreamlike and symbolic, directly responding to the most salient questions or desires held within your subconscious mind. Perhaps you see a winding river flowing into a vast, tranquil ocean, symbolizing the journey of life towards profound peace, or a towering tree with roots reaching deep into the earth and branches touching the stars, representing the connection between your earthly experience and your spiritual aspirations. Each image is infused with a deep, resonant meaning that speaks directly to your soul, bypassing the need for words, offering intuitive guidance and gentle reassurance. The images are not static, but flow and transform, melting into one another with graceful ease, a living tapestry of insight. An overwhelming sense of profound understanding washes over you, a deep, quiet knowing that transcends intellectual thought. These are the answers I have been seeking, you acknowledge within your mind, presented in the most beautiful, gentle, and profoundly intuitive way possible. A powerful affirmation wells up from your core. I am always guided, always supported, and always connected to the boundless wisdom that resides within my own being and within this luminous dream. As the last image fades from the luminous seed's projection, it softly folds back into itself, resuming its perfect, pearlescent sphere, resting gently on your palm, a beautiful, tangible reminder of the insights received. You feel a gentle impulse to cherish this seed, to carry its wisdom with you. With a subtle, loving intention, you feel the luminous seed begin to softly dissolve, not disappearing, but rather integrating into your very essence. A warm, gentle light absorbed into your core, becoming a part of your inner landscape, enriching your spirit and deepening your connection to this magical realm. Feeling the gentle hum of newly integrated wisdom within you, you allow your awareness to once again embrace the broader landscape of the chamber. Your gaze is drawn, almost instinctively, back towards the serene flow of the luminocrystalline myco-ocean, shimmering enticingly beyond the intricate fungal roots. A quiet curiosity, a gentle longing, surfaces within your thoughts. I feel drawn to the myco-ocean to immerse myself more deeply in its ancient, flowing wisdom. I wish to truly experience its essence, to understand its depths. This intention, clear and pure, acts as a subtle current, gently guiding your dream body forward. You experience a soft, almost imperceptible expansion within your chest, a feeling of readiness, of openness. Then, your ethereal form begins to glide with exquisite slowness across the velvety moss, your movement utterly silent, utterly effortless. Each gentle drift feels like a continuous, flowing motion, your physical form simply dissolving and reforming with liquid grace, propelled by pure will. As you draw closer to the shimmering edge of the myco-ocean, the intricate network of fungal roots becomes more prominent. A vast, living tapestry of bioluminescent arteries. You perceive them in even greater detail now. Thick, sinuous trunks glowing with a deep, earthy amber, intertwining with more delicate, thread-like filaments that pulse with soft emerald and sapphire light. They form gentle, undulating mounds and natural pathways, all covered in that velvety, phosphorescent moss, which seems to shimmer with 1,000 tiny inner stars. The gentle warmth emanating from these roots intensifies slightly, a nurturing heat that balances the cool, crystalline air, creating a perfectly tempered, womb-like environment. The unique myco-oceanic scent, that impossible blend of brisk oceanic spray, deep, fertile moss, and distant, subtle ozone, now deepens and becomes more complex, each note distinctly perceived, yet harmoniously interwoven, grounding you fully in this extraordinary reality. The surface of the luminocrystalline myco-ocean itself shimmers with an intensified luminescence as you approach, reflecting the myriad lights of the sanctuary in dazzling, kaleidoscopic patterns that dance and swirl across its viscous, liquid light. You notice the subtle eddies and currents, slow and deliberate, that ripple across its surface, revealing shimmering layers of impossible depths beneath. Tiny crystalline particles suspended within the luminous liquid catch the light and glint like microscopic diamonds, creating an impression of vast cosmic stardust flowing in a river of liquid starlight. As you finally arrive at the edge, standing on a soft, moss-covered promontory that juts slightly into the Myco-ocean, you feel a profound sense of awe, a quiet reverence for this ancient, living entity. An internal thought arises. This is truly a place beyond any earthly comprehension, a vibrant, conscious entity that holds the very essence of time and creation within its shimmering depths. A gentle, empowering affirmation embraces your being. I am ready to connect with this ancient wisdom, to allow its gentle currents to guide me even deeper into the boundless potential of my own inner landscape. Knowing that I am safe, protected, and fully aware within this incredible dream. With a soft, deliberate intention, you decide to reach out, to truly connect with the luminocrystalline Myco-ocean. You consciously formulate the thought, I wish to touch the luminous currents, to feel their living energy. Your dream hand, now shimmering with a faint, iridescent glow, extends slowly, gracefully, towards the liquid light. As your fingers draw closer, the epical light spores, drifting in languid spirals nearby, seem to respond to your presence, gently parting, creating a small, clear space on the surface for your touch. The first contact is exquisite, unlike anything imaginable. Your fingertips sink into the viscous liquid light, and it feels simultaneously cool and warm, fluid yet substantial, like pure, living energy. It is smooth, almost oily, yet entirely clean, leaving no residue, only a profound sensation of energetic connection. The light itself seems to embrace your hand, flowing around your fingers, creating a gentle, luminous current that wraps around your skin. As your hand rests gently within the Myco-ocean, you feel a subtle, resonant vibration emanating from the liquid light, a deep, ancient thrum that travels up your arm and into your entire dream body. This is the mythic weave of the luminocrystalline Myco-ocean, a tangible expression of its conscious energy. You might perceive a gentle pulsation, a slow, rhythmic ebb and flow that mimics the deepest cycles of nature, and perhaps even the subtle, ancient rhythm of your own breath. The epical light spores, previously drifting randomly, now seem to gather around your hand, creating a small, swirling constellation of tiny, glowing motes. They dance and shift, responding to the subtle energy you emanate, forming intricate, ephemeral patterns of light that reveal fleeting glimpses of ancient landscapes, forgotten stories, or perhaps even possibilities yet to unfold in your own life. These visions are fleeting, dreamlike, and profoundly evocative, sparking a quiet sense of profound understanding deep within your soul. An internal dialogue begins, a silent conversation with the Myco-ocean itself. You hold so much wisdom, so many stories within your shimmering depths. What insights do you wish to share with me now, in this moment of perfect connection? In response to this silent query, the luminous currents around your hand seem to intensify, swirling with a slightly faster, yet still gentle motion. The epical light spores coalesce once more, forming a denser, more brilliant cloud just above your submerged hand. Within this cloud, new mini-narratives begin to unfold, not as linear stories, but as a mosaic of symbolic imagery. You might perceive a delicate seedling pushing through fertile earth towards the sun, representing growth and renewal, or a vast, interconnected web of light, symbolizing the deep unity of all life, or perhaps a perfectly still mirror reflecting the purest essence of your own calm, radiant face. Each image is a gentle, profound message, resonating with the very core of your being, offering clarity and encouragement. A deep sense of peace washes over you, mingling with a feeling of boundless connection. I am truly a part of this living, breathing dream, you acknowledge, connected to its ancient wisdom, guided by its gentle flow. A powerful, loving affirmation takes root in your heart. I trust the wisdom that flows through me, and I embrace the profound insights that are revealed in this sacred space. I am a vessel for understanding, a conduit for peace, and a living embodiment of conscious awareness. As the visions within the light spore cloud gently fade, dissolving back into the shimmering currents, you slowly, gracefully withdraw your hand from the Myco-ocean. The luminous liquid flows effortlessly from your skin, leaving behind no wetness, only a lingering, exquisite sensation of cool, gentle energy, a subtle tingling that pulses softly through your palm and fingers, a beautiful reminder of your deep interaction. Your hand, once again, shimmers with a faint, iridescent glow, reflecting the profound, energetic exchange that has just taken place. As you step back slightly from the edge of the Myco-ocean, allowing your gaze to sweep once more across the entire chamber, you notice a subtle shift in the surrounding crystalline walls. The smaller, intricately carved crystals that form this circular space now seem to pulse with a slightly more vibrant glow, their higher-pitched hum becoming a more intricate, harmonious chorus, almost as if they are singing in gentle celebration of your deepening connection. The air itself feels even more alive, more resonant, carrying not just the Myco-oceanic scent, but now a faint, sweet, almost metallic aroma distant lightning after a summer rain, adding a subtle, invigorating quality to the calming atmosphere. You perceive the subtle interplay of all the lights in the chamber, the azure from the stone, the amber and rose from the flower, the bioluminescence from the roots, and the general iridescent glow of the crystals, all merging into a breathtaking symphony of light that cradles you in its profound beauty. An internal observation rises to your awareness. Every element in this sanctuary is alive, responsive, and intricately connected. It is a living reflection of my own inner world, a perfect landscape for exploration and self-discovery. This thought is accompanied by a deep feeling of gratitude and serenity. You then affirm, softly within your mind, I am the conscious architect of this dream, and in this space, all possibilities unfold with grace and ease. My awareness is expanding, deepening, and embracing every wondrous detail of this sacred journey. You allow your dream body to settle once more, perhaps finding a comfortable place on one of the soft, moss-covered mounds, feeling its gentle, resilient support beneath you, inviting a deeper physical relaxation even as your awareness expands. The cool, velvety texture of the moss cradles your form, while the subtle warmth from the underlying fungal roots permeates through, creating a perfect balance of comfort. As you rest in this profound state of peace, your gaze is drawn to the luminous flower in the center of the chamber once again. You notice that its petals, though still vibrant, have begun a very slow, almost imperceptible process of transformation. Their colors are subtly deepening, becoming richer, more saturated, as if absorbing the energy of your recent experience. The amber hue now holds traces of deep gold, and the rose is infused with whispers of amethyst, creating a jewel-toned masterpiece. With a gentle, focused intention, you wish to learn more about its unique properties, to understand its language. Instantly, the flower responds. Instead of unfolding more petals, a very fine, almost invisible, shimmering pollen begins to delicately release from its center, catching the ambient light and drifting in slow, graceful spirals through the still air of the chamber. This pollen is not heavy, but light and ethereal, sparkling like fine diamond dust. As this luminous pollen drifts towards you, you feel a gentle, almost imperceptible energetic current guiding it. It doesn't settle on your physical dream body, but rather seems to float into your essence, dissolving into your aura, mingling with your energy. As it integrates, you experience a gentle surge of clarity, a subtle sharpening of your intuitive senses. An internal knowing arises, a quiet understanding of the flower's purpose within this dream. It feels like a direct download of information, bypassing linear thought, settling as pure, unadulterated wisdom in your core. You understand that this flower is a living conduit for pure intention, a direct link between your conscious desires and the manifestation of dream reality. It is a living compass, guiding your creative force. A profound sense of empowerment washes over you, a quiet joy bubbling up from your heart. This flower is a gift, a tool for shaping my dream experience with even greater clarity and intention, you realize. And with this insight, a powerful affirmation resounds within your being. I am the master of my intentions, the weaver of my dream reality. My focus is clear, my power is limitless, and my creations are expressions of pure light and profound wisdom. The gentle tingling from the myco-ocean interaction still lingers in your hand, now beautifully harmonizing with the subtle clarity brought by the flower's pollen, a symphony of internal sensations. Your gaze drifts now to the other crystalline stones, arranged in a gentle circle around the magnificent flower. You had initially connected with the azure stone, and now your attention is drawn to a stone pulsing with a soft, warm green luminescence. With a quiet, inquisitive intention, you gently shift your focus towards it, allowing your awareness to embrace its distinct energy. Instantly, you feel a subtle energetic current emanating from the green stone, a gentle wave of soothing, restorative energy that washes over you. This warmth is different from the azure stone's grounding heat. It feels like pure, gentle healing, like the soft glow of new growth in a verdant forest, enveloping your dream body in its nurturing embrace. You might perceive a subtle feeling of emotional balance being restored, a gentle release of any lingering unease, allowing a deeper sense of inner harmony to blossom. An internal reflection arises. Each element here holds a unique gift, a different facet of understanding and well-being. This green stone offers solace and renewal, a gentle balm for the soul. This thought is accompanied by a feeling of profound gratitude, and with it, a comforting affirmation embraces your being. I am open to receiving all forms of healing and balance that this wondrous dream provides. My spirit is nourished, my emotions are harmonized, and my entire being is in a state of perfect, serene equilibrium. The combined energies of the azure warmth and the green healing light now weave together within you, creating a beautiful tapestry of internal sensation, preparing you for even deeper states of lucid exploration. As you absorb the tranquil energies of the green crystalline stone, your senses continue to be exquisitely attuned to the chamber around you. You notice the very air itself seems to shimmer, with unseen particles of light dancing in the gentle, diffused glows. The harmonic hum of the crystals, now enriched by the resonance of both the azure and green stones, becomes a more complex, multi-layered melody. A subtle, ethereal music that cradles you deeper into the dream. The myco-oceanic scent continues its presence, now perhaps emphasizing the fresh, invigorating notes of the oceanic spray, stirring a gentle sense of adventure within your deepening tranquility. A soft, almost playful impulse arises within your consciousness. I wonder if I can combine the energies of these stones to create a new experience, a unique blend of their gifts. With this clear intention, you gently focus your awareness on both the azure and the green crystalline stones simultaneously. You feel a subtle energetic flow initiating within you, a quiet act of mental weaving. As your focus holds steady, you witness a truly mesmerizing transformation. The individual glows of the azure and green stones begin to gently undulate, their light currents extending outwards towards each other, like soft, luminous tendrils reaching across the chamber. Then, in the space between the two stones, a new light begins to materialize, a shimmering, swirling vortex of color where blue and green dance and merge. This new light is a vibrant, yet deeply serene turquoise, pulsing with an inner radiance that is both grounding and uplifting, a perfect synthesis of their individual energies. As this beautiful turquoise light blossoms, you feel its combined energy flowing into your being, a harmonious blend of profound calm and gentle healing. It feels like a river of serene wisdom washing over your dream body, deepening your sense of peace and invigorating your spirit with a renewed sense of clarity and purpose. An internal thought arises, filled with awe. This is truly extraordinary. My intentions are not just acknowledged, but actively manifest in this realm, creating new wonders, new experiences, new layers of understanding. This realization sparks a gentle thrill of creative power within you, and with it, a powerful, unwavering affirmation settles into your core. I am the conscious architect of my reality, in this dream and beyond. My thoughts are creative forces, my intentions are divine commands, and my power is limitless, flowing with grace and ease. The atmosphere in the chamber seems to subtly intensify with this act of creation. The crystalline walls resonate with a slightly deeper hum, acknowledging the power of your intention. The luminous flower in the center seems to pulse with a renewed vibrancy, its colors deepening in response to the amplified energy. The epical light spores, drifting softly in the distant myco-ocean, appear to sparkle with renewed vigor, as if celebrating this moment of conscious manifestation. The impossible myco-oceanic aroma now seems to carry an even more intricate blend, a subtle infusion of new, vibrant notes that enhance its overall symphony of scents, making the air around you feel deliciously alive and utterly inspiring. You are not merely observing, you are actively shaping, experiencing, and becoming one with the boundless creative potential of this lucid dream. As you allow the serene turquoise energy to permeate your being, deepening your relaxation and invigorating your spirit, you feel a gentle impulse to explore the very fabric of this beautiful space, to understand its depths. Your gaze is drawn once more to the walls of the whispering crystal sanctuary, those magnificent interlocking light crystals that comprise your current chamber. With a soft, investigative intention, you focus on one particular facet nearby, a crystal panel that seems to shimmer with an exceptionally intricate pattern of internal light. As your awareness settles upon it, you notice a subtle change. The light within this specific crystal begins to ripple, almost like water, creating slow, mesmerizing waves of iridescent color. And then, from deep within its structure, images begin to softly emerge, as if projected from its very core. These are not grand visions, but rather subtle, ephemeral glimpses into the vastness of the mythic weave of the luminocrystalline myco-ocean itself. You perceive flowing currents of liquid light, seen from an impossible perspective, coursing through immense, subterranean caverns far beyond this sanctuary. You might glimpse colossal fungal forms, ancient beyond comprehension, supporting entire crystal cities that hum with unseen life. There are flashes of incredibly intricate symbiosis, where light beings, delicate and luminous, seem to dance and merge with the crystalline structures, becoming one with the ancient network. These are not static scenes, but rather flowing, dreamlike snippets of an unimaginably vast and complex ecosystem, hinting at an ancient history and an enduring intelligence. Each image is fleeting, melting into the next with seamless grace, revealing just enough to spark wonder and ignite curiosity without ever overwhelming your senses. An internal whisper surfaces, filled with awe and a profound sense of connection. This sanctuary is a living library, a gateway to the deepest mysteries of existence, reflecting the boundless knowledge held within the universe and within my own being. This realization fills you with a gentle reverence, a deep appreciation for the profound intelligence of this dream. You then affirm softly within your mind, I am a seeker of truth, an explorer of wisdom, and in this sacred dream, all knowledge is accessible to me, unfolding with grace and perfect clarity. I am safe to delve into the ancient secrets, knowing that I am forever connected to the source of all understanding. The ambient hum of the crystals seems to deepen in response, a chorus of ancient voices whispering agreement, a profound sense of welcome permeating your very essence. As these fleeting visions within the crystal facet gently fade, leaving behind only the shimmering, intricate patterns of its internal light, you feel a renewed sense of calm settling deeper into your being, mingled with an invigorated curiosity. The air around you, still carrying that impossible, beautiful scent of the myco-oceanic currents, now feels exquisitely soft, almost velvety against your skin, caressing you with a delicate, comforting touch. The subtle warmth from the fungal roots beneath you, combined with the gentle coolness of the crystals, creates a perfectly balanced thermal embrace, inviting a profound state of comfort and rest. You bring your gentle awareness back to your own dream body, noticing its exquisite lightness, its profound sense of ease. With a quiet curiosity, you allow your gaze to drift to your hands once more, those remarkable instruments of your conscious will. As you observe them with renewed intention, you notice that they are now shimmering with an even more pronounced iridescence, their outlines subtly fluid, as if composed of pure light. The intricate lines on your palms, which once shifted and flowed, now seem to hold a stable, yet luminous pattern glowing softly with an inner light, like delicate pathways etched in starlight. This is a beautiful, undeniable confirmation, a direct sensory cue that you are profoundly and beautifully lucid within this dream. I am dreaming, a soft, yet powerful thought resonates deep within your being, not as a jolt, but as a peaceful, expansive recognition. I am fully aware, fully present, and completely empowered within this wondrous, boundless realm. This affirmation fills you with a deep sense of confidence and serene control, solidifying your connection to this extraordinary reality. You feel a profound sense of peace settling deeper and deeper into your being, a sense of absolute stillness and quiet joy. You are completely safe, completely supported, completely loved. The world around you is your creation, a reflection of your innermost desires and dreams. The very air seems to hold you gently, cradling you in a timeless embrace, inviting you to simply exist, to simply be, to simply dream along with this unfolding narrative. You are floating effortlessly, exquisitely at ease within the boundless canvas of your inner world, allowing every detail to deepen your rest, every image to lull you into a profoundly peaceful sleep, where the story continues to gently unfold in the vast, boundless canvas of your inner world, guiding you towards deep, restorative rest and the most beautiful, illuminating dreams. You are drifting now, gently, exquisitely, into the most profound and deeply restorative sleep, where the wisdom of the Miko Ocean flows through you, and the luminescence of the crystals cradles your soul in an embrace of infinite peace. You are truly home, deeply rested, deeply aware, in the purest form of conscious slumber, allowing your subconscious to weave even more beautiful stories, even more profound insights, as you sleep deeply, peacefully, and completely. Every breath now carries you further into this exquisite serenity. Every subtle hum of the crystals lulls you into deeper, more profound rest, a journey into the heart of all wisdom and all peace. You are dissolving into the profound stillness, becoming one with the gentle rhythm of the universe, utterly at peace. Thank you for listening to this story. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What was your favorite part? I'd love to hear from you.